Hey everyone, it's Jen Thoden with YourColorStyle.com, and today let's talk about the Color Style Kit and how to take your photos. So the Color Style Kit comes to you like this, and it's shrink wrapped, and you'll see that there's some instructions on the front and then this very giant barcode on the back. I rarely order my products and have them shipped to me. As a business owner, it's always good to do that because you see weird stuff like that. So anyways, so when you get this, you can go ahead and take it out of the wrapping. I had already kind of cut it, and you're going to have these instructions here. Now, if you order the Color Style Kit for your own DIY color analysis process, then it will tell you to go to your account, log in, and there's like online course that walks you through the methodology, and you can play with the cards and help yourself figure out what your color type is. You can also take your photos, which we'll talk about in a second, and post them out in the Your Color Style Facebook group and have the community help you figure out what your colors are. Now, if you've invested in the professional color analysis, then you can choose to still do the course. It's up to you, but we're going to do the work for you. We just need your photos. So we're going to talk about that. Inside the color, I keep wanting to say stellar, the Color Style Kit, you're going to have a set of cards. Okay, there's 12 of them, one for each color type. In your color style, it goes bright, warm, and light to all the way medium and deep, bright, cool, and light to deep, soft, warm, light to deep, and soft, cool, light to deep. So there's 12 color types. Each of these cards represents that, okay? So you can get rid of the barcode card and the instructions, okay? So you'll have 12 cards in your kit. Now, if you're doing this for yourself or you want to post them out onto the Facebook group, the best way to get started is to kind of do a little bit of process of elimination. So you're not posting 12 photos out onto the group. That's a lot, and you start to see the same thing, and you don't really need to send all 12 of them. Just look at your overall depth. Are you light, medium, or deep? This does not have to be perfect. This is not an exact science, but it will narrow you down to 4 cards instead of 12. So I'm light, okay? And light hair, light eyes, light skin, low contrast. I'm light. So I'm going to use the light cards and get rid of the medium and the deep. I don't need them, okay? You can always post all 12, but you don't need them. And if you're deep, meaning you've got either really dark hair, really dark eyes, really dark skin, that's an or an and, okay? You can have dark hair and still have light eyes and skin, but you're still considered deep. Then you can take out all the medium and light cards. And if you're not sure, you feel like you're kind of in between, just pick medium. It won't, I touch something. It won't actually hurt to choose a medium if you're not sure if you're deep or light, okay? But it will narrow things down, make things a little bit easier to stay focused on the overall color type. So you can just choose your medium cards. So you have 4 cards to work with. Now, if you've invested in the professional color analysis, we like to see lots of photos. So send all of it to us, okay, which is 12 plus. You're going to see that's probably more than 12. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take out just the light cards. So I've got the soft, warm, and light, and you can see on the back, it even tells you the color type. Okay, so I have soft, warm, and light, bright, warm, and light, soft, cool, and light, and they're all right in top. Bright, cool, and light. This is and the rest are medium and deeps, and I don't need them. They're too dark for me and too intense. Now what you can do is you can take your photos. Now, even if you're doing your own DIY color analysis, you're just doing it for you, I still kind of recommend that you take the photos so you can study them after the fact instead of just kind of trying to look into a mirror. Because if you're looking in a mirror, you're probably indoors and you're probably in indoor lighting, and it's going to skew your results. So when you take your photos and when you're looking at yourself with these cards, you want to be in natural light. This is so, so important. Okay, I'm right now sitting in front of a bright north-facing window. There's no harsh sun hitting me. There's no dark shadows hitting me. And north is as neutral of a light as we're going to get. and it's bright and there's no indoor lighting on. A lot of times people will take their photos in bright light, like a bright window, like I asked them to, but they have the indoor lighting on it and it still skews the photo. So keep it lights out on the inside, bright window. The best way to take your photos is outside in natural light, early morning when there's no bright sun, no harsh shadows, or on an overcast day. Like right now, it's an overcast day in Virginia, and this would be a great time to go outside and take your photos. So if you're in Virginia, run outside now and take your photos. Do not go outside though on a bright sunny day and find shade and take your photo. It's just as bad as being out in harsh sunlight. Sunlight will create the hard shadows. It gives you a warm, harsh cast. It's completely skews the photo. I can't see the details, all right? And if you're in shade, now you're giving yourself shade and shadows on your face. It's not natural light, so please have it at natural light. So that's number one, whether it's for you, whether it's for us, for the professional analysis, or if you're putting it out in the Facebook group, you wanna start out with the best photo possible. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Now, you've got these cards. What do you do with them? Now, we like the cards because it gives us a point of reference. Okay, just seeing the photo without anything else doesn't really give us a point of reference, and it's really expensive to ship drapes. So we don't do that too. We ship the cards instead because I feel like it's the next best thing. So each of these cards is designed to be specific to a color type, meaning that a bright, warm card has colors that are likely not going to look good on someone that's has cool undertones, and you can kind of start to eliminate if you're bright or warm and which color type you are by that. So when you have these cards, this is what I want you to do. You send all of them to us if you are investing in the analysis, and you can just narrow it down to 4 if you're doing it for the group or for yourself. So this is the bright, warm, and light card. And so notice that on these cards, you have a pinker edge. They all have it, okay? There's blue, pink, this one has yellow and pink. I want you to take the pink edge and hold it up to your face. These are your blushing colors, by the way. And so if you hold it up to your face, you're going to hopefully see what's natural and what looks good. This right here is a great lipstick color, if it's your color type. And notice that when I do it, even though it seems like a really bright kind of orangey red, when I put it on me, it looks pretty good. Okay, so I like this edge first. So you hold it up like this and take a photo. Also take a photo without any card. And when you're taking the photo, don't frown. Like I get a lot of, which I get, you're focusing and concentrating on the photo and the selfie, and it's hard to make an expression, but give me like a nice closed mouth, relaxed smile. Don't give me a big open toothy smile because it squints the eyes and I can't see all the details. And honestly, if you have a closed mouth, it makes it a lot faster and easier to colorize your lips. So it's just a little easier. So closed, relaxed smile. You can always frown, but I like it when you smile at me. It's hard when I'm looking at a lot of photos and you guys are frowning at me. It doesn't feel good, okay? So this edge, and then take the darkest row, which is in this case, this one here, and hold it under here and take another photo. This gives me a full range of the most intense color on the card, and it gives us a little bit of point of reference of, is that too dark, too intense, too light, too bright, etc. Okay. If you use the lighter card, the lighter side, it's just harder to see. The light hits it, kind of washes it out a little bit, doesn't give us enough information. So again, this way and this way. And if you are so inspired, you can also take the corner and take another photo like that. Okay. So here's bright, cool, and light. The same thing. I want this edge here. And what you're going to notice for those that are trying to do it themselves is that you should start to see almost an opposite effect happen. If you're warm like me and you put a cool card up against, I'm going to look more warm suddenly, which is the opposite of what the coolness of this card is. Okay. So again, though, pink side here, you can do this. And then I want you to hold the darkest row here. All right. Like that. as if you were looking at a deep card and I hold it up here, like this, if you said this to me, I would say, oh, that's not right. This is too dark, too intense, too much for that. It's not in harmony with the overall coloring tone. All right. So that is what you do when you get your kit. You can do a process of elimination and reduce it down to 4 cards based on an approximate depth. Take your photos in good natural light. You can post them to the group for your community to help you figure out your colors, or obviously send them to us when you invest in a professional color analysis. I will put a link in below this video to the group, to the kit, and to the color analysis if you were interested in that. And I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day, and bye for now.